heard it's muy frio in Chicago, and these migrants is asking for help. Let's tune in.
Right now, nearly 50 asylum seekers are waiting out this bitter cold at the Harold Washington Library. Others were moved to O'Hare, or they've been sent to police stations or to one of the 28 migrant shelters across the city.
CBS 2's Sabrina Franza spoke to some of those asylum seekers about how they're dealing with the kind of cold many have never experienced.
Hundreds of asylum seekers are staying at this shelter here on Halstead, and now dozens of them are braving the cold, some of them in Crocs, some in flip-flops, just so they...
Now, can you imagine you are coming from your nice island and you decide to come over to the United States? And the place that you pick to go out of all the places is Chicago. You pick Chicago, and little do they know that it is negative 19 degrees in Chicago. Let's continue.
They can get a warm meal. From sunny South America to the icy coast of Lake Michigan, the cold in Chicago is something many asylum seekers have never experienced.
Me arrepiento por el frío, pero me da felicidad.
Geraldine, who didn't give...
I know y'all heard that. I know y'all heard that. She said it's muy frío. She said it's muy frío. She's on American soil in Chicago, and it's negative 19 degrees, and she's in flip-flops. It's muy frío out there. Let's continue.
Give us her last name, says she regrets that she's here, but only because of the cold. She's still otherwise happy with her decision to come to Chicago.
Ya no tenía ni para comer.
Adding that they left Venezuela because they didn't have enough money to eat there.
Wow.
Now she and her family brave what feels like sub-zero temperatures to find these volunteers serving food across from the Halstead shelter. We brought food.
She's coming from Venezuela. Brought her kids, brought her whole family with her. And they out there in jackets, leggings, and flip-flops with some socks on too.
Protective equipment for them, clothing.
Braisha Adams is the co-founder of Something Good in Englewood.
A lot of them actually have been coming to our headquarters. They travel all the way to Englewood asking for food, shelter, jobs even.
They're pretty much begging people for food, begging people for jobs, and begging people to keep them warm any way that they possibly can. And this is I really want to know y'all thoughts, because what is the people really thinking about this? I know a lot of people are a little upset that these people are over here and they want to talk their talk. They want to say what they got to say, but I really want to know what some of y'all thoughts are, where, you know, you don't have your face shown. You don't have to say anything. You could say something if you really wanted to with your face, you know, but you don't have to say anything really with your face on camera. You could just type. You could just type and say exactly what you want to say. Is this nonsense? Or is this good stuff that we see? But let's continue.
In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she and her team set up to serve food and distribute warm clothing to migrants.
It's freezing in Chicago. They need the clothing. I don't know if you even look in the line now. Some have on leggings, no coats.
Like
leggings and no coats. Did y'all forget y'all was going to Chicago? Did nobody tell you when you took that plane ride or that ship from Venezuela that that it's the windy city over there? I mean, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. Nobody told you, first of all, nobody told you to come over here to Chicago with some leggings on and some slippers on. And nobody told you that it was going to be cold outside. Or you just thought it was going to be like 50 degrees. You thought it was going to be 50 degrees. You thought you could champ it out. You thought you could champ it out. But as you can see, people is trying to go home. Let's continue.
Geraldine, who eagerly awaits the opportunity to get a job to support her daughter and the rest of her family. Right now, the city of Chicago reports that there are no migrants staying at the landing zone inside warming buses. Everybody has been moved to a brick and mortar location. They also say they do not expect any buses to arrive in the city today. We're in Pilsen. Sabrina Franza, CBS 2.
Pray for these migrants, man. They need a prayer. They need a prayer. It's cold out.